Welcome back to another episode of our show. A show we learn, share, and grow together. I'm your host, B.
And I'm G. We're so glad you've joined us for this conversation about understanding the world of money in a simple, calm, and educational way.
Today, we're looking into yet another famous book that explores the psychology behind success. It's called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker.
Don't let the title intimidate you. The principles in the book are surprisingly direct and straightforward. Our goal today is to break down the top 5 key learnings from it, and we'll use examples that are easy for everyone to understand, even kids listening in.
The core message Eker presents is that our thoughts, which often come from our past experiences, influence our actions, and those actions then lead to our results. In this case, our financial results.
The very first, and perhaps most significant lesson, is understanding your money blueprint. Eker argues that each of us has an internal, preset, financial thermostat, or blueprints, formed early on, mainly by what we heard, saw, or experienced about money when we were younger.
Think of it like invisible instructions in your mind, telling you how to handle money.
It's like when a child first learns to ride a bicycle.
Exactly. If a child's entire experience learning to ride involves falling and being told that bikes are dangerous, that creates their blueprints for cycling. They might always feel anxious or hesitant around bikes.
But if another child is told that falling is just part of the process, and they just need to get back on and try again, their blueprint is completely different. They'll be more resilient.
The same applies to money. If we grow up in an environment where we constantly hear, "We can't afford that," or "money doesn't grow on trees," that becomes our blueprint, often leading us to unconsciously avoid opportunities for wealth. The great news the book provides is that you can change your money blueprint once you are aware of it.
That transitions perfectly to the second learning. Rich people think big, poor people think small. Eker believes that playing small, often due to a fear of failure or a need to play it safe, holds many people back. Thinking big is about expanding your vision.
This isn't just about wishing for a lot of money, it's about the scope of the problems you want to solve, or the value you want to provide to others. The more people you can help, the more successful you can be.
Think about a school science fair project.
A student who thinks small might pick the simplest project, one that's easy to do and guarantees a pass, but doesn't challenge them at all.
But a student who thinks big might try to invent something new or tackle a complex problem, even if they might fail. They set a high goal because they believe they can contribute something unique.
When you think big, you open yourself up to far greater possibilities and a much larger potential reward.
Our third takeaway is essential. Rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles. This is entirely about your perspective and mindset.
Eker points out that while many people only see problems, successful people are always looking for ways to create value, find a solution, or make progress.
Imagine a situation many kids can relate to.
It's Saturday morning, and just as you're about to go out, it starts pouring rain. One child might think, "This is awful, my whole day is ruined. I can't go to the park, I can't ride my bike." They are focusing purely on the obstacle.
Another child in the exact same situation might think, "Well, the park is out, but that gives me time to finally finish that big puzzle, or maybe we can build a giant fort in the living room." That child is focusing on the opportunity.
It's the same event, but the perspective changes frustration into excitement. Successful individuals look for the chance disguised within the challenge.
The fourth key learning is a big one for social and emotional learning. Rich people admire other rich and successful people. Poor people resent rich and successful people.
Ecker highlights that resenting people who are successful is like saying, I don't want that for myself. And if you have a negative view of success and the people who achieve it, you'll never attract it into your own life.
Think about watching a talented classmate or athlete.
If you watch someone who is really good at soccer and think, he's just lucky, he thinks he's so great, you are letting resentment stop you from learning from him.
However, if you admire him and think, wow, he's so dedicated and skilled, I want to learn what he does and practice more too, then you are using admiration as motivation for your own growth.
Seeking out role models and learning from their habits is one of the quickest ways to improve yourself.
Finally, the fifth takeaway, which is a very practical one. Rich people are excellent money managers. Poor people are mismanagers. Ecker makes a point that the habit of managing your money is far more important than the actual amount of money you have.
Many people believe they will start managing their money when they have enough, but the opposite is true. You manage your money, and then you have enough.
For children, this is the classic allowance lesson.
If you get $5 a week and immediately spend it all on candy or small toys, you're mismanaging.
But if you put $2 into a spends jar for immediate treats, $2 into a save jar for something bigger you want later, and $1 into a shares jar to give to a good cause, you are managing your money well.
Even with small amounts, this simple habit builds the discipline needed for much bigger financial success later in life.
So, those 5 points offer a fantastic overview of Ecker's key principles. Your money blueprint: thinking big, focusing on opportunities, admiring success, and becoming an excellent money manager.
It really emphasizes that your mindset is a powerful tool you can learn to use more effectively.
That's it for this week's discussion about mindset and finance. Thanks for listening, everyone.
If you like the topic we discussed, please subscribe to our channel. We will bring more topics that we can learn, share, and grow together. See you next time.